The real Ron May's Kriko. Take...
Has an area disconnect. Propagation clone? How can that be? Let's make it quick.
Not bad. 5 points. Let's test your knowledge.
Let's go.
Well, listen, feel good.
Rules are made to be broken!
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
SAS per Kibbe. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Destroy the space station.
Much obliged.
I'm asking questions.
Let me tend your wounds.
never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I know exception.
Let's go.
Your answers?
Time for an overhaul. Your prescription!
Much obliged.
I'm asking questions. SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth, and falsehood.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ronmei. Oh, I give up.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. Exactly as predicted. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise. However, and it was a minuscule step. Just as... I did say that if a danger proved too great for you, I would personally step in to confront it. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectation. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit, I see a human-like emotions may be either positive and they're still... That being said, do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your end. Do I seem irresponsible? The effects of the anti-truths, after all. Over time, if I do not want a secret route, it won't take effect immediately. Perhaps you'll remember that way. It will make our lives... Thank you. Screwlum will stay on the... Do you still remember the... I miss member number 50. I hope I won't meet member... Who knows when the next gathering... I find that difficult if fate allows and you're... Though I suppose it wouldn't...
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing after...
Mr. Trailblazer.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't... No. The attack happened on a base...
She received an invitation.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but they want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science. However, this attack was timed a little too well.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the...
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you... don't play the fool.
I think I was.
Oh, right. Let me describe it again and send me a signal when you see train.
I think she mentioned if only there were some hints.
Anyway, keep up the good work.
My memory.
Let me describe it again. Send me a signal when you see...
I think if only there...
Anyway, keep up the good work. Let me describe it. Send me a signal when you...
I think she mentioned if only the...
Anyway, keep up the good...
This is what I... Let me try to...
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the departments of Hinkle and...
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers. From the departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable... A curio that... Oh, nowadays... Well, I might... Adler would be of more... We've been... People are growing... Never mind.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with
What?
Calm down.
What?
Where? So I'm the dog?
They seem to be...
Oh, really? That kid sure is brave. No. Brother Arlen.
Let's... Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
Your answers?
Let's make it quick.
Time for an overhaul.
You don't look so good.
Let's go.
One step closer to the stars. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble.
Need I teach someone a lesson?
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Let's make it quick.
I have something for you.
You won't get away.
This is our chance.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Peppy!
That's me.
He wants to ask you. I'll leave you to it.
Don't worry. I think I...
So...
That's all you... Well, have you asked... Let's call...
Adler's... Let's go over it from the start. My memories of Arlen...
How's it going? I see. See? Just this. Some research things had settled down. Yes, people were just, however, at rebuilding. Anyway, that's okay. Oh, by the way.
So I did. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything. The other person should be from the department. Not here. That person is probably with the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key.
Hey, what bring? It's all to. Here's the account. Oh, small skit.
Here, did my memory. Now I remember. The other person is Emily. What did Emily say?
I say? No need to be. Though I see this. I'm not.
Again?
Oh.
Huh. However.
Don't give me.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned.
I figured you. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. Oh, there's only one. That means the words they use.
Have you asked the. Huh.
Huh?
Let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it.
Let me describe it again in case. Send me a signal when you see train.
I think she meant if only there were some.
Let me describe it again in case. Send me a signal when you see. That's not the point. Anyway, keep up the good.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this?
Affirmation.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC in force.
Mr. Ratio.
Apologies. Since seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid. If he is truly based and the purchase I 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 based on and the purchase I based and the purchase I based and purchase I based and the 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 assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough. And purchase I based on your story. You met with her to.
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story. You met with her to be.
If you knew Herta, then.
Don't interrupt. Based on your story. You met with her to.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Based on your story. You met with Herta because she specifically wanted you, and the assignment involves a curio that does Herta's collection.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio.
Based on your story, and the assignment.
Herta didn't mention the name. However, she did.
True. You.
Why do I feel like I'm being.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. And the assignment involves Herta's collection.
Sure.
Say what you want.
Correct observation.
Herta's collection.
I doubt.
Based on. And the assignment involves a curio.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment.
Herta didn't mention the name. However,
it's true.
Why do I feel like I'm being...
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't... Herta's collection.
I doubt...
Based on your... And the... Herta's collection. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, I
doubt Herta is interested in the curio.
Based on your... And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't... Based on your... And...
Herta didn't mention that. However...
True.
Why do I feel like...
And Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless order.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Please be quiet. Herta's collection. An endless trove...
The curio isn't the point.
I would imagine the curio is the...
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help. However, she decided to hold her tongue and...
I remember now.
That's enough... However, she decided...
I remember now.
That's enough... However, she...
I remember now.
That's enough... However, she decided to hold her tongue...
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking him. Your testimony went out. However, she decided to... So what's the story? Are you full of fancy?
The space station has been very distrustful. Another severe incident would...
Oh. So they wouldn't be partial to anyone. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Researchers' disappearances, you...
I remember now.
That's enough researchers...
Yes.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher.
Well, did he?
Adler seemed to have an idea at the time.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of so clearly, though. It bears no connection to...
No connection?
Clearly, though. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the...
I remember now.
That's enough cut the act.
I remember now.
That's enough cut the act.
Correction. They're...
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility...
Yes.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher.
Well, did he?
Adler seemed to have an idea at the time.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
I remember now.
That's enough. Clearly, though. It bears...
I remember now.
That's enough. Clearly, though.
No. Don't know the location.
She did say that.
There should be evidence. The space station's
Huh. But...
That's what's so odd about it. This may not be direct. Then there's ample evidence to...
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
A declaration of war.
This Duke Inferno,
A group of the fire demons.
Japella Brotherhood.
on the Stellaron Hunters one.
The Japella Palace something similar. Is it that video?
The destruction.
I'm afraid more. You need to start acting. You have a superior strategy?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Not good.
A list of the missing researchers.
Sure, but the
A list of the Take it. Remember these names. I don't...
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice, but it's been a few since the last time I saw him was in the map.
Lead the way. If his disappearance is also
true, we need to investigate.
Jerk! Fine! Disappear! Oh, he's been out. He doesn't even answer me.
What did he talk?
He kept saying...
Phrase.
Who said I want... But if you want, I don't know exactly what he...
countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who I finished browsing through. It's time to go back and... Your answers? Answer me.
This is our chance.
You won't get away.
You don't look so good.
Barely felt it.
Rules are made to be broken. Just a scratch.
What's in your prescription?
Much better.
Just...
Need a doctor?
I'm asking questions. Answer me. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Who's next?
Let me tend your wounds.
Just as my calculations predicted.
You're back. I've been monitoring the...
Lest we're running out of time. first, the next lap, the first, the next lap, the first, the next lap, the first, the next lap,
The link.
first, the next lap, the first, the next lap, the first, the next angle is what the victims have in.
I understand.
Tenuous the next angle is what.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The next angle.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The next.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would, however, after browsing through, Lady Asta must. The next angle is what the victims have in common. Last is the ability.
I understand.
Tenuous connections. Enough of this nonsense. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
I understand.
Tenuous connect. Last is the abilities of during prior the flickering tongues of Duke and Look. This booklet, the kindling of this unique flame.
I understand.
Tenuous connect. The kindling of this unique flame.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The kindling of this unique flame.
I understand.
Tenuous the kindling.
Somebody was once. If Ifrit is a scion of the faith.
The kindling of this unique flame. Must. I fear that this is the truth. Undoubtedly, the curio heard and Adler already discovered the. I fear that this is the truth.
I understand.
Tenuous. I fear that this is the.
I understand.
Tenuous. I fear that this is the truth. When Schurling said, I believe this word was as a scion of the phase flame, Duke, that is the truth. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear, and the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best in. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs...
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuse. I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Based on first-hand
that flame must...
Try then.
It seems that Duke and...
I will head to Mr. Ratio.
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. The way is awash with flood. Be careful. Get ready to See? It's still still in the space station, do you know what to do with cornered prey? It's still resist.
Perhaps humanity never can see as its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'm asking questions.
Let's go.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Keep at it. Keep at it. Let's make it quick.
I have something for you. You won't get away.
Just as my calculations predicted. Your answers? Just.
This is our chance. Rules are made to be broken.
You won't get away.
Just as my calculations predicted. The flame is getting weaker.
Let's go.
I have something for you.
SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
You won't get away.
Just as my calculations predicted. I'm asking questions.
Let's make it quick.
I have something for you. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Your answers? Answer me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Ignorant. It is little one, but next time.
A small fragment. Oh?
Let's go.
SAS per knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Let me tend your wounds. What's in your prescription?
Much obliged.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points.
You won't get away.
This is our chance.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Rules are made to be broken.
Your answers?
Let's make.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
I have something for you.
Need a doctor?
I'm asking questions. The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Much obliged.
Your answers?
You won't get away. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Let's make it quick.
I have something for you.
You won't get away.
I'm asking questions.
You won't get away.
This is our chance.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Good work. Rest assured, while you were chasing the enemy, it was all they fell into it. Many of them were shaken. Yes. This business is... But there is one... and that... I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole
When did you...
When one is I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain,
For curiosity's sake, affirmation.
Oh.
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt. Logic, a third party.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's...
You are more candid.
But still behaving... One last question, Screwlum. Genius...
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak and pulling the string.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed... To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one... The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary, but even a life marked by failure, is a life worth living. It is only in moments of sorrow I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with...
You wish to
I am only pursuit tin...
You are indeed more like a...
As for the...
I believe Asta...
It is also... With that, I take... A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just... mediocre minds.
you want to enter the Forgotten...
You learn to know yourself before you're... I'm asking questions. Answer me.
This is our chance.
I have something for you.
Let me tend your wounds!
You won't get away.
You bully!
Your answers? Test. 0 points.
Let's make it quick.
SAS per Kibbe. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time for an overhaul.
I'm asking question. Answer me.
Let's go.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
What's in your prescription?
Not bad. 5 points.
Rules are made to be broken.
I have something for you. Did you miss me?
Your answers? Test. 0 points. SA knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Just get it.
I'm asking question.
Choice isn't as elusive as it seems.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Hey, it's you! Great to... And yes, you spent... This is last time you... Now that the... It's... We and I... If you have time. Great. Welcome to Bellabog's... As you can see... However... There's a problem that needs to be resolved before it can open to the public. The museum was established nearly 600 years ago as a memorial to honor Alyssa. As time went on, new exhibits were continually added to the memorial until it became... Past the reception hall, you'll find the general hall. the museum's largest exhibition room. There are all sorts of exhibits on display. Paintings by famous artists, samples of the planet's crust. Visitors can experience the essence of Belobog's culture in just a few minutes' time. I really hope the museum can open up soon. The children here need a culturally enriching environment, especially those from the underworld. But like I mentioned earlier, we're in a bit of a bind. We could really use a helping... Here. This is the issue we're trying to deal with. It was stolen. It was one of the oldest and most precious items in the General Hall collection. The meteor fragment. It is said that 700 years ago, the invaders from beyond the sky descended upon the Not yet. That's why this case is such a conundrum. Truth be told, the meteor Of course! I wouldn't ask. The guard station in the underworld reports since the Silvermane. But if so, would you... Excellent. The conditions here are so... rudimentary. I wonder how long those people have been back to the... I think her name...
What? Oh, it's you.
That bad, huh?
A lot. Travel between the oval, from what I hear, smug... Not for certain.
I'm all ears.
Firstly, the group. Secondly. Thirdly...
Well, in the meantime... My daddy made... He bought me a rug. He got me a model...
Sounds like they're... If people in the underworld...
Beep, beep.
What are these?
Beep, beep, beep.
Answer me. Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
You won't get away.
Empty. These crates... Looks like I'm too late. The 3 rumors is what I talked about. I'll check out. Time to meet back up with Pela.
good, you're back. I see. I made some. I asked this so. Hey! What a stroke of luck. I didn't expect to get a break in the investigation. Come on, let's...